So it's February 2nd, and we just experienced the biggest crash we've had in quite some time. And if you're like me, which I'm sure most of you guys are because we got in the market like late November, early December, this is our first major market crash. And the thing is, because we are really not in that mass adoption phase yet, this is probably the best case scenario. And we're going to probably experience worse market crashes in the future. Let me explain what I mean by that.
You were new and in the dark. I was honey from the start. It was sweet and you got caught. Oh, we were wild, riding every high and low. Never knew to take it slow. The wrong way was the right road. Oh, we were wild. You can leave me with battle scars, but you're never gonna break my black gold heart. We did it all, we did it all, like savages. We hit it hard, we hit it hard, like savages. Took on the world and tore it.
So for those of you that really didn't watch one of the first videos on this channel, what I'm going to be doing every now and then is just showing some gym footage because this is a huge part of my life. And with most crypto channels, all they do is sit in front of the computer and read charts and graphs and read news articles, which is fine and everything. But most people that are invested in cryptocurrency are normal people, and sometimes this is what normal people do. So that's why I feel like I want to bring a more relatable sense to it. But anyway, workout's not important right now. I'll be getting to that in a little bit. Now, with the whole crash, as I said before, this is probably your first cryptocurrency market crash, as it is with me. And the important thing that we have to understand is that this has happened before. I'm actually going to link a Reddit post down below in the description box, and if you guys click on it and go check it out, they give a timeline of different periods where Bitcoin has crashed severely. And this is, I don't want to say it's minor compared to other periods, but this has happened before, so it's something that we really shouldn't be worrying about too much. Now, with the whole mass adoption thing, crashes are probably only going to get worse from here on out. When you really put things into perspective, there's only roughly 1% of the population that's actually invested in cryptocurrency, and we already had this much of a crash where the market has lost, almost $500 billion in market cap in just a couple of weeks. And that's only with 1% of the population being invested. Now, when mass adoption happens and maybe this range goes from 1% to 5% and we get a crash like this, granted, the percentage is going to be roughly the same, at least that's what I'm estimating right now. But because there's going to be so many people that get invested and then they hear something like some shit on CBS of people saying that Bitcoin's going to be crashing soon, the bubble's going to be bursting, what do you want, man? But when there's all this FUD that's being announced on the news, just an example, this past week with every single, negative article that came out, the market kept going down further and further and further, and we reached a point this morning of $348 billion. Granted, that was an all-time high back in December, but now we're all freaking out because it went back to that point. When more average people are invested and they hear news like this, they freak out, they sell their positions, and hence the market goes down. So once mass adoption happens and more FUD comes out during that time frame, don't be surprised if we experience worse market crashes.
If anyone thinks I'm trying to spread FUD by saying all this, is actually the complete opposite. Yes, it sucks that we're in this situation right now, and there's really nothing that we can do about it aside from just stop selling your damn positions. But, aside from that, what we could do is take the situation, as sucky as it may be, and turn it into a learning experience for ourselves, and, make ourselves aware that these types of things are going to happen once mass adoption does start to occur, and also explain to newer investors that occasional dips in the market, this is a big one, dips in the market are going to happen, but the best thing to do is to just trust the system, trust in the technology, because this really is industry changing technology that is occurring right now, and over time things are bound to change, and this is part of that change, and we just need to explain that to people once they actually start to trust in the system. But that's going to be a little bit of time from now. Until then, we could enjoy calling ourselves the pioneers of cryptocurrency. But that is going to be the video. Hope you all did enjoy it. If you feel as if it does deserve one, drop it a thumbs up. Helps the channel out a lot more than you do think. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice at all. You do your own research, do your own due diligence. I have nothing to do with your financial decisions. And if you want to see more of my videos, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It'd be much appreciated. Thank you all so much, and hopefully I'll see all you guys in the next one.